All right, let's take this off here. Put this in there. So the tuatai, it's a big axe. It pulls you. See, it wants to pull down. It's just the design of these axes. And it's total rock on the sock. Like, look, right? It's all head. See that by where my finger is? This is epitome of rock on the sock. Great big handle. Oblong is strong, right? You know what I mean by that? It's oblong, so it's super strong. Great big stinking palm swell on her, right? Okay, it's a work axe. This is the tuatai work axe, I believe. It's coming in at, these folks know what they're doing, friends. They just do. The axe comes in at, again, let's look. I just want to get my little jingly thing out here. You guys, here. I just want to do this too. This kind of helps our program when we do this, friends. Just a minute, please. There we go. And then shaklank. There, we got light. Okay, so it's pinned. It's a professional axe. Raymond, brother, love you. He gifted Hogan and I one of these, friends. Two of these. One for me and one for Hogan. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, wicked axe. Will it split wood? Yes, but it also will get stuck. It's just, that's the design of it, friends. I look at the profile. It is glorious, friends. Like, I mean, look at it. It's all bit, so it falls forward. That's not my favorite part of an axe like this. I don't like that. People say, well, it's pointing to the work. Well, it is, yes, it is, but you do get flutter. If you're not, you know, you can get flutter. I call it flutter. Here, I want to show you. We're talking probably, I'm not positive. I think you can find it on their website. I think this axe comes in at about 20 degrees, 22 somewhere. There's 22, 20, 17. It's beautiful, friends. It's a sharp axe. You've got to be, you got to have your business together to be swinging one of these around. They're sharp. They're super sharp. Like, they just are. So, yeah, 30. Oh, sorry. This is what I wanted to show you. Let's put that there. Right? Right there. Right there. 30 inches. She's a 30-inch axe. Okay? And they're beautiful. But you're probably not gonna, this probably isn't gonna be the axe you're gonna go out to cut the tree down with or do whatever. But I'm thinking about bringing it today. They're heavy. The tool itself, the whole tool, gotta be 7 pounds or something. Oh, look at that. Make sure that doesn't fall on me. It is 7 pounds, 6 3/4 pounds. Okay. So here's, I want to show you something. This is very interesting. One of my favorite chopping axes is right here, and I built it, and it actually, believe it or not, friends, it's, well, see mine, see, I like an axe that lays flat in your hands. I just do, because I do fine little tweaks here and that, and it's just easier on the mittens. And this is on a C30, so it has a sloop. Now, if this handle, and I may do it, friends, I may do it. I've been known to do things like this. I may re-half this axe on a different handle. I may. Just because I can probably, well, here's another reason why it pulls down forward. It's 3 3/4 eye to toe. And it is 3.5 eye to heel here. Okay, so it's got a fair long bit on it. This one is very similar. Very similar. 3 3/4 there and 3.5 there. So friends, if you look at this, look at this. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Oh my goodness. Check this out. I want to show you something. Look at, this is a Helco. Look at the difference, friends. Look, it's the same. See? Very, very similar, but look at the Helco. Look at how skinny that thing is compared to that. But don't matter. Now this axe, this little guy, This Helco's maybe 5 pounds. Let's get that on there. It is. It's just over 5 pounds. So there's 2 pounds difference there. The 2 pounds is what a lot of guys actually swing around, a 2-pound axe, 2.5 pound axe. So it's a whole nother axe heavier. But this axe, friends, I made it for chopping trees down. I made it for chopping trees and actually like chopping wood, bucking fire logs into firewood, which I don't do a lot of, friends. My shoulders ain't what they used to be, but this is a beautiful axe. I've never seen another one like this Helco. Drop forged, German, made in Germany, friends. A beautiful axe. So grateful to have it. So grateful to have it. So I use that to chop trees down. I'm going to bring this just for the fun of it. It's a little bigger than I like in a handle. It's really skookum, friends. It is. They make them like this so that they can handle the abuse. It's a work axe. And they make them like this for everyone. Okay? So, Tuatai, love your company, love your axes, love what you stand for. All right. Well, I got my new GoPro on, friends, and I haven't really changed any settings at all. We've been in looking after blowdown. I got a couple axes with me today. We got a dead cedar right there, friends. It's kind of right in the middle of the game here. Today, we're chopping the tree down with an axe, which I haven't done. I think the last one I done was down at Root Rots on the back property down that way. Today, as you can see, I've been splitting a fair bit of wood, so I'm feeling a little stronger this year. But here's the tree. Here's the tree right here, and we're gonna set the camera up. It's a good sized tree, actually. It's probably, well, heavens to Betsy. Let's put my foot down there. There's one, it's 2 foot in diameter. 2 foot across the butt. But up where I'm gonna split it, up in here, won't be. It'll be about 1.5 feet. Good sized cedar tree. But you'll notice all these axes, I might even debark it. Cedar bark is no fun. You see, this is my, did you hear that? Oh dear, I like that. Alrighty, friends, so I'm really looking forward to this. We're gonna time how long it takes for me to chop this tree down. I'm not in a hurry, I'm not freaking out and going crazy. I'm just gonna chop the tree down. Here's the deal. What's the process when you go to chop a tree down? Well, you assess the lean. You come in, you clean the site around, make sure you got nothing that's you're gonna trip over. You wanna have your swing zone straightened out. There's a couple limbs that may be coming in my way here, but you assess the lean. And that will tell you how deep you should go on your undercut. As we look up, this tree, believe it or not, friends, if you walk all the way around the tree, this tree is leaning backwards. It is. It's leaning back into the timber. Okay? So you may not see it, but it is. It's leaning back. And the limbs are heavier on this side of the tree. It's leaning back there. So here's the part that separates the guys that have been doing it for a while. I urge people to look at their lean. If you're straight up and down, like, how are you going to wedge it? You're not going to wedge it. You're just not with chopping. It's not, unless you go to some crazy funky cut. I'm just going to chop the freaking tree down. So, but I want it up here. I want the sucker to go in lay, so I can buck it up with a power saw and split it with an axe. But none of these axes are a splitting axe. None of them. I didn't bring any splitting axes, actually. So the deeper you go on the undercut, the more you're going to change that center line and drop the sucker. So let's do it. Let's start chopping a tree down, friends, shall we? There we go. You want full swing, you don't want... Right, friends, this is a nice lightweight double bit. I like to start my projects with this, just because I debark it. Cedar bark is very fibrous, friends, very fibrous. Pick Don't just start hacking away. Walk around the entire tree, clean your space, totally have a look at where's gonna be your best swinging action, right? I like a double because a longer handle, you can get a really good wallop. I cut a tree with an open face, friends. I don't do an undercut with a flat bottom. I open it right up. I'll show you what I mean by that. This is just kind of what I do. See, I've got a really nice full swing, friends. You can break your axe if you're not careful. Depending on you've got to have wood opened up in front of you, you're going to smash your handle off, right?
So I'm having flashbacks. I'm kind of laughing here. Friends, I've been chopping trees down with
really
butter
enjoy the
knives
double
and
bend.
kitchen knives my whole life. I grew up
super
out in the
enjoy it. So
woods, and
now,
this was our
I'm
playground.
going to come around this
And
side a bit.
when the parents weren't
open this
around,
front
we
foot up.
would grab a knife out of the drawer, some beat up old knife, some bread knife, and we would go chop trees down. So a couple things I want to talk to you about. Notice the angle. Notice the angle of my axe when I hit the tree. So you'll notice my undercut will come in on an angle. Like it'll slope from closest to me down. And why is that? Because it's my natural swing. I do Humboldt. It's not natural to chop straight. For me, anyway. I could make a straight undercut. Absolutely I could. But I'm not going to. I'm going to chop the tree down. This will be one of the ugliest stumps you've ever seen. I don't care, and it matters not to me one bit. What matters to me is where the tree is going to land, because I need it out in front there. So I love this double bit. I'll switch over to Tuatai here, and then I'll but to be honest with you, this is one of my favorite chopping axes right here. And my Helco, which we're going to get into here in a minute. But here we go now. I think I grabbed the Tuatai. This thing's a monster. But the natural draw of my swing is on an angle.
It's a nice axe. Very nice axe. So we've got our undercut. Looking good. Opened up on the face here. Real nice. You see what I've done there? I'm working the bottom out. Okay. And we'll just take this off. Here. Here we go. So again, from this side, you can bust your handle. You'll break it. See this cedar bark? If you wanted to, you could open this off. I don't really need to, but you can crank this off here.
Friends, watch. See my hands on the right side of the screen? You see where I live? Rarely am I choked up on an axe. Now, this doesn't come overnight. But I'm out there. I live on the palm swell, friends. That's a 7-pound tool. And I just live out there. Once in a while, I'll choke up, like once, you know what I mean?
You'll see it as you're chopping.
Your full wallop is out the end.
I better knock this wood off or I'm going to bust my handle. You won't notice it in small trees. You just won't notice it. So this is a beautiful swinging axe. It is. It is. There's another reason I like to open notch face cut. Is because I'm not fighting myself all the time. Tree choppers, you'll know what I'm talking about. You're continuously having to open up this front face, whereas if you go at it open face, you've got two surfaces to work on. You can always get your axe in there. Make sense? You can always get in there. Sure, how they did it back in the day. What they did is they would go in and they would just keep chipping off the front, right? That's what they would do. They would just keep chipping off the front like this. Like that. Like this. Okay. This is a nice big axe. Now, we're about halfway through. It's not enough. It's not enough to take this tree. I've got to go deeper. I have to go deeper, friends. Now, so you saw that axe, right? It's a beauty. It's a beauty. Now, here's one of my most favorite axes right here. It's a Helco. And it's a dandy. How's everybody doing here? I kind of talk in between, so we can't really count on the time it takes to cut the tree down because I'm back and forth, I'm playing around. Right, friends? You guys know what I mean. Let's make sure we've got this good. Right? Like this. Okay? So I'm gonna grab, and you'll notice, friends. You'll notice I'm on an angle. My cut is actually on an angle like this. I just cut what's comfortable. That's just what I do. Now this axe. Behold the beautiful axe right here. Now because I'm open face, I actually can work both. I can work this, right? I can work here, and I can work there. Without putting myself in that tiny little V. Does that make sense, friends? You guys know what I'm talking about, don't you? So yes, I can continue to crack off the top again. I can do this. But I don't really need to. But I'm showing you. Hey. We'll come over here. See? So now the world is my oyster now. It's completely my oyster. I've got a huge open face. I'm not fighting that flat bottom. I hope that makes sense of what I'm talking about. This axe is...
So this is a sharp axe, and there's not much convexness to it. That's why it fights a little bit when you get in straight in the wood. But I am telling you, friends, this is a glorious axe to swing. It's on a C30. That's a Whiskey River C30, 30-inch handle. And I made this axe for this purpose alone, chopping wood, not splitting wood, obviously. And I'm going to tell you, I have not done this for a long time. I am in my absolute glory right now. I've been feeling strong lately, and I'm getting there. And I'm so happy to be able to share this with your friends. It matters not to me how, like, I'm talking to the gentleman right now. Fellas, we got to keep our hearts pumping and the blood flowing and the spirit strong. And this is part of that for me. Breathing heavy, right? Just keep it moving. Keep that heart pumping. So friends, you'll see on the left part of the screen how far my handle, like, that's why I talk about getting that stuff out of your way. You won't deal with some of these issues on smaller diameter trees. You just won't deal with it. But on big diameter, you got to watch that handle. You can bust it reaching over to the low side there.
Now.
And I'm repeating myself about why we're on an angle here. You'll catch that.
We got a pretty good undercut in there now. See, the reason I cut like this, friends, on an angle is because it's natural. It's natural. I swing like this. My axe is on an angle. Just straight up on an angle. There's no right and there's no wrong. If you want to make a pretty undercut, go ahead. I'm going to open this up. Right here. Right like that. Okay. That's it, friends. Okay. That's the cut. Start on the low side. See how I'm coming up on an angle? Actually, I'm kind of liking this. Yeah, I like this better. This thing's leaving. Now, I know where this undercut's going. See? You see what's going on here? So, you don't want to be walking out in front of cut up trees, so you know where your undercut is? I think I hit the GoPro, friends. Oh, I did. Wonder if I broke it. But nice to swing an axe, friends. Gosh, I haven't cut a tree down for a long time. We smacked it right dead square. I hope we didn't break the GoPro. That was my Christmas present. Oh, I doubt it. These things are tough. No, it's still going. Hi, guys. It was funny. Anyway, that's where I put it, right there. So it actually came straight to the GoPro. I think I nailed it. You guys all right? Going. Hi, guys. It was funny. Anyway, that's where I put it, right there. So it actually came straight to the GoPro. I think I nailed it. You guys all right? I live in my boots, right? So I give it all. A part that a lot of people miss is underneath here, right here, okay?